Joan Crawford died in 1977, one of Hollywood's most legendary stars. The obituaries praised her grit, her glamour, her 5-decade career. Then a year later, a book arrived that changed everything. Mommy Dearest, written by her own daughter, painted a portrait so dark, so disturbing, that it shattered the carefully constructed image forever. Wire hangers, midnight rages, a mother who terrified her own children. But was it the truth? Or was it revenge from beyond the grave? She was born Lucille LeSueur in San Antonio, Texas, around 1904. Even her birth year was a lie she'd later fabricate. Her childhood was brutal. Her father abandoned the family. Her mother remarried a violent man who didn't want her. Lucille was sent away, worked as a laundress, and danced in seedy clubs to survive. She clawed her way to Hollywood with nothing but ambition and an iron will forged in deprivation. MGM renamed her Joan Crawford in 1925. She reinvented everything: her name, her past, her face. She became a star through sheer force of will. But you can't outrun your demons. And Joans were chasing her. By the 1940s, Joan Crawford was box office royalty. She'd won an Oscar for Mildred Pierce in 1945. She'd married 4 times, each marriage ending in failure. What the public didn't see was what happened behind closed doors. Joan adopted 5 children. 4 survived. She controlled every aspect of their lives with military precision. Bedtimes, meals, clothes. Everything had rules. Christina and Christopher, her eldest adopted children, bore the brunt of it. Christina would later describe a household ruled by terror. Joan's obsession with cleanliness became pathological. Dust was a personal insult. A wire hanger in the closet, an unforgivable sin. The famous scene in Mommy Dearest, Joan screaming, "No wire hangers ever," came from Christina's memories. But it wasn't just about hangers. It was about control. Joan would wake the children at midnight to clean bathrooms. She'd beat them with coat hangers and hairbrushes. The Hollywood icon was, according to her daughter, a monster when the cameras stopped rolling. Then came Joan's final act of control. When she died on May 10, 1977, her will contained a devastating clause. "It is my intention to make no provision herein for my son Christopher or my daughter Christina, for reasons which are well known to them." She disinherited 2 of her children without explanation. Christina was working as an actress in soap operas, struggling. Christopher had already been cut off. The message was clear: even in death, Joan would have the last word. But Christina fought back. In 1978, she published Mommy Dearest, a scorching memoir that exposed Joan's abuse in graphic detail. The book became a sensation, then a cult film. Joan's legend was rewritten overnight. Not the glamorous star, but the abusive mother. The woman who beat her children and terrorized them with impossible standards. The truth remains contested. Joan's other children, Kathy and Cindy, defended her, calling Christina's account exaggerated or false. Hollywood insiders were divided. Some said Christina was a troubled child seeking revenge. Others whispered they'd always known something was wrong in that house. What's certain is this: Joan Crawford, who controlled her image so meticulously in life, lost control of it in death. The wire hangers became her legacy. The monster replaced the star. Perhaps that's the real tragedy, that we'll never know which Joan was real. The icon or the abuser? Maybe she was both. And maybe that's the most disturbing truth of all.